Leo, what's good? I'm your mile high priest. I'm up here, up about a mile high, chilling on Sun's day. Thank you for being here. I honor you. This is a message for the Leo Sun Moon Rising Collective. Regardless of your natal placement, this may resonate with you, and I strongly suggest that you check out your other sign placement readings. Leo, I'm ever so grateful for our energetic exchange. Thank you so much for being here. Once again, my name is Armando. Feel free to hit the like button, a thumbs up to support me. Or if the message resonates with you, I am enjoying building a bigger connection or a connection to a bigger collective. And thank you for coming on board, or thank you if you're new, and thank you if you've been here for quite a while. Eris, the goddess, the warrior goddess, very fiery at the top of your chart right now, Leo, and Mars is near your ascendant. So if you're a Leo rising, this could be an edgy time, and in general, the collective in general, no matter your sign, is maybe giving the heads up or like a warning, like stay in your lane, and do your best. This is like general advice, right? Like try to be kind. But now it's like really, it's out there. Y'all, you have the yellowing. So you're being asked to have courage. This is a little bit outside of your comfort zone in that you may not have signed up for it, or it feels like you didn't, but you did, Leo. I also have a lot of like justice card floating around. You could be Aries rising, you could be Leo rising, you could be a Leo sun sign, right? And I have a lot of Sagittarius in the vibration as well. So all the fire signs, right? Thank you once again. Before I kick in, right, like the Knight of Wands, very here, it feels like what my palm reader, and I kind of just like how that rolls off my my palm reader. I love Kemi. Anyway, they told me that, their advice to me, it feels very much like the advice for Leo. It's like there's not much time to waste. And you're preparing for your future, and it is unknown, but you will be sort of like briskly whisked away, and that's what the yellowing is. And so whether you're ready or not, here I come. Okay, gonna find you. So anecdotes, I'm called to like tell you about myself. I believe it was in the Cancer reading where I mentioned I lost 55, 60 pounds over the last, really it was in the matter of like 2 to 3 years that I lost all that weight. Like 2 years, which was a lot, but I'm comfortable at this weight, and I don't want you to assume otherwise. I am healthy. So like the one thing I wanted to tell you is like one way that I did lose a lot of weight, and especially in the last 1 year, I have really cut out snacking. And I am a snacker. Like I work from home, and I even when I worked in an office, I'm constantly snacking. My former coworker. My former coworkers can probably all agree. A lot of the reasons why I gained weight was because I drank a lot and I ate a lot. And I also lived in New York around 2017, 18, 19. And like on my way to the AC or L, I was like, let me try this cake shop. And I was married back then, and we loved cake. And I love margaritas, but I just don't consume that sort of thing as often anymore. And then for a long time, I battled like the snacking fixation. And in the last year, I've been able to really like cut that out. And so now I I feel like I eat when I'm hungry, and I know that is not like everyone's body. That's not everyone will relate to that, and I'm just telling you what I'm told to tell. Things about my life that I'm like, I don't really talk about. Let's see what else. Yes, quitting snacking for me. And okay, so like I would have a Japanese breakfast in the afternoon. Like an egg or two eggs over rice and like furikake and soy sauce and vinegar. Oh my gosh. I also, yeah, weird cravings like that. Like that was my snack, like a bowl of rice with egg. Like that's not a snack. Anyway, like that's what I mean. And then also, this is kind of funny. I like feel that I don't I've loved when it comes to like your partner, like I've loved like the two. I really I'm like, maybe I've fallen in love with like three people in my two people in my life. I'm like backtracking. But yeah, what I mean to say is like it takes me a long time to fall in love with someone. It takes me a long time to fall for someone. I don't know why I'm telling you this, Leo. So in your premeditation, pre-shuffle, I have ash and I have calcification. I have wise salt from the wild unknown alchemy. I have courage from the wild mystic oracle. I have sea turtle, koi fish, the scales, and the architect from the dreamscape oracle. You're very much present in a feminine state of being, no matter your identity, gender, any of that, your role. The number 33 and the number 50, the number 111 or the number 1 and the numbers 123. And so that's kind of like God knocking at your door. Are you ready? And Leo, I hope this isn't you. This may be a cross watcher type situation, but the ash card was in reverse. So it's like everyone can see it, but you is the effect. And again, Leo, this may not be you, but you may be perceiving this from the outside. This may be what you perceive in someone else or others, right? The interesting part is that Sinise or Ash, card number 33. And then we have ninth house of faith, card number 33. We have Saturn there, and like you could feel young, like even if you're older, or like you could have been checked by a wise person, or you maybe like checked yourself where you're like, you feel like you need more wisdom, and it may be pertaining to spiritual wisdom, and so you may be in a process to determine whether you want to go into like higher education type style, or like take a course in like astrology, palm reading, tarot, anything like that, right? It's more like natural, but also like cosmic. I guess this is a good time to ring our root bowl, right? I have the root and the chakra, the root and the sacral chakra bowls. Thank you, Leo. So we'll go ahead and just take like 30 seconds or less. But yes, this is your disclaimer. I'm about to ding the bowls. Thank you once again. I'm ever so grateful for our energetic exchange, and I just want to clear the air. We open the channel to our elemental kingdom, earth, air, fire, water, our Holy Spirit. Thank you so much to the divine beings that love us, that guide us in unconditional love. They're knocking at your door, really. Okay, we choose to accept the most divine, the highest loving and unconditional loving messages for the Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Leo placements. Thank you so much. A little slip and slide there. God, I love these bowls. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's a good little like check-in, right? Thank you, Leo. Once again, yes, calcification in the primer zone, right? Like you are hardened in a way, and so perhaps whether you're young or old, you could have stumbled upon, you could have walked upon a group of people or like someone and like a elder, someone who holds wisdom, even if they're not old. Like you're vibing with that, and so I don't want you to feel left out. Okay, you're very much welcome in the space, and just because someone is regarded as like more knowledgeable than you, Leo, that doesn't mean that you can't take time, baby. We got you, boo. It's likely, maybe what I mean to tell you is not to rush out. I'd prefer for you to make a plan. And when I say I prefer, we prefer, our archangelic team, right? I'm also covered in like rose quartz, which is like around the shop. Around the gem shop, we like to consider this very basic. This is like a base, but I love rose quartz. So you know what? You might be a beginner. You might be like the Smile High Priest. All these tarot, all these oracle people are like onto something, and like I understand that from my perspective as a Smile High Priest. Like I see a lot of people, I'm like, and I don't tell this to everyone, but the moment I see like the moon in a particular placement, and I also love like astrologers are like, if you have this placement, and I'm like, no, like you have to look at everyone's. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I was also like scrolling through Instagram, which is so weird. Like y'all, I like social media is like weird. I like talk to one person, I think. I need to get to admit, I'm so sorry, I'm bad. Anyway, I was like scrolling through the reels, and there was this really young astrologer, and I was like, oh my gosh, like they need to like take a little step back, and like we all make mistakes, but it, like Leo, I want you to become like prone to fact checked. So yes, but it's like now I want you to understand that you have that sort of wisdom within you. Like you likely have had experience with psychic, and I know a lot of the Leo collective that comes here, like y'all are very divinely driven in that, like the Fae, since you were children, like you've been around the block with the Fae, like you work with the Fae, you work with the fairies, and you can sit with them and meditate with them, or you can start your journey by meditating. And this is really what this message is about, is like perhaps you weren't necessarily checked, but something along the way, along your path in the last week or something, it's like a shock to your Leo system. And all of a sudden, no matter who you are, whether you are an elder, whether you are considered a wise one in the neighborhood, suddenly you're checked, and it's not meant for you to seek revenge, to check the one that checked you. This is not a chess game, okay, Leo? Like, we're done playing games. Even those chess games, like those chess games, I'm like, lol, are founded in like, I'll just say curses. They're curses. Don't play the game. That's a curse. I meant to tell you one more thing. I had a dream 30 years ago when I was like very young, when I was before I became a teenager. So in those formative, like, years, I had a dream and I was like, this is like a premonition. It's so weird. And then I was like, never, I don't think that'll really happen. Right. And so like, I feel that there was this one person that appeared in my dream. It was very prophetic. And now when I see that the dream, that singular entity, that person in my dream, it did sort of prophesize the people that I have been meeting and performing this like relationship self-mastery thing where I'm learning about like who I am as a person who's spiritually gaining that spiritual wisdom alongside the natural like way of wisdom. Like, who am I when I'm in a relationship with people, like as friends or in groups? And yes, I'm like, that's a curse. Whatever that dream was a vision, a prophetic vision of curses. So Leo, like, I want you, like, look beyond the veil, look beyond the pretty, and like maybe you are used to, but I have the Solomon card here, and it's like you've been following the leader, or like someone has been leading you, and so now that leads me to read for you the Sabian Oracle. You may be looking at yourself or someone else and discovering that things are not as ideal as you perhaps thought, right? So someone is misleading. And I think you do see this, but now I'm here to assert your truth, that you do know the truth. And so now you must assert your confidence. And I then come back in and I assert your confidence by reminding you that you have every justified liberty and right to sit with God and your angelic team, or your fated, faithful, divine fae. Okay, sit with them. Shoo the devil away. Shoo the curses away. Lots of 1920s things. I've been working on breaking curses from this frontiers. Like, we're going to the west. Like, no, we're gonna halt right here with your frontiers. Okay. So Leo, like, you know what to put a halt to, even if it looks cool, even if going west is cool, we're gonna put a halt to that right now. Okay, temporary pause until we figure out why are we following anyone going west? Do you know what's going on over there? Anyway, yeah, like someone spins the story. Who spins the story? Who spins the story? I, as the symbolic representation of Mercury calls, I lead you away from those confusions and those spinsters. I've been involved in this self-mastery game, and so even though I don't like to play, I know the games. So, and like now I'm like, oh, I know a little bit about the curses, right? So Danielle is one of the principalities that you're working with, and this is very much considered a personal block, and it really is just between you and God. And maybe it's just like the new levels, new doubles, new heights, right? And I do get a lot of like heights. You are rising, and you are a superstar in your own right, but it's like, can you now show us? And I mean, can you tell us, like, and I don't mean like if you very well do not have like that capability of voicing, we still want you to talk it out, talk the talk. We know you can walk the walk, Leo, and now you raise your eloquent vibration. Okay. So 420 is very like this angel, this night, Daniel governs over those born between 4:20 and 5 p.m. And Sagittarian first decan, November 22nd. Okay. That first week of Sagittarius. But the time 4:20, like, are you smoking too much? May I recommend some Blue Lotus and just a little bit of Blue Lotus and Damiana, or like just a tiny bit of mugwort at night and then cut it out. Cut it out. Like, says the Colorado man right here. Look, I'm not like a party pooper, y'all. I'm like, do y'all understand my party people message? Like, I invoke and I invite many teachings from various medicines, and I work with science and I work with medical teams, and I'm not a professional, but I even maybe I do work with a lot of social workers and therapists, and like, no, I have felt that way, right? Like, this idealistic way about me. And so instead of like idealizing or idolizing even somebody, I rather see industries or like see an evolutionary step in groups. And so now maybe I want to honor good groups, right? Also, card number 59, the red and white rose. This is very much like you're coming into a new passion. Okay, Leo, and you already have like 20 million passions. So let's just see, what are you working with, right? Gosh, but the koi fish is like, get ready, like make space. Like, I get this like Empress mode, and maybe you feel like you have to pay something. But yeah, that may be like the low point, and then that invites in. Sometimes I feel like, pay all the bills to make room, and then like the bank account is like, oh man, I paid all the bills, and then all of a sudden it's like, here's a like deposit from a client or something. Here's your deposit. I'm like, look at my bank. Look at my bank account. It's back up. It's back. Okay. Leo, I'm very hyper. This is me at my hyper. You saw me at my caffeinated. Thank you for being here. I honor you. Who or what? Who or what? Who or what? What is up? So, I'm reading you the Sabian Oracle for Aquarius, new moon. The important thing to realize or remember is that the true depth of character and self-worth does not always equate with having popular support of others. Also, we often project what we want to see onto both ourselves and others, and this may not have much to do with the actual core of the real person. Having said that, there can be immense disappointment and disillusionment when someone doesn't live up to their promises or responsibilities. It's important not to get disheartened by the realization that someone isn't as perfect as we once thought. Instead, consider ways to restore faith. Staying true to one's ideals is the aim here. Your ideals, right? On a personal level, there can be periods of feeling worthless and unloved and falling into depression with feelings of failure and despair. However, there are often wonderful opportunities for self-disclosure here. So you are your self-master, right? You are your own. And at that point, you break the curse, and then you submit to the forces that be. We love God. Okay. Read the signs and learn more about yourself as well as the others. This symbol can also show opportunities that are merely fleeting, like being idolized or famous for 5 minutes and then falling from grace, okay? Finding one's core identity, okay, after releasing false expectations. Okay, so no clinging to false feelings of fame. And I just want to read you a few more. This is a quote by Sally Field. It took me a long time not to judge myself through someone else's eyes. This is H.P. Blavatsky. Quote, shun praise. Praise leads to self-delusion. Thy body is not self. Thy self is in itself without a body, and either praise or blame affects it not. And good old Napoleon Bonaparte, the glory is fleeting, but obscurity is forever. Adlai Stevenson, a free society is a place where it's safe to be unpopular. And then Scottish proverb, better be ill spoken of by one before all than by all before one. Who's talking smack, eh? Okay, what's up? What's good, eh? Oh, there's already a card. Flippity floppity. Leah, what is up? Who are you fighting with? Come here, give me a hug. Leo, 8 of Cups. Put the peace pipe down. Leo, the Chariot in reverse. Who's telling you to do what now? Who are you listening to? Wow. Wow. Taurus, Judgment. Venus and Scorpio. Wow. My gosh. You have you have card number 11 in reverse. That's strength. This is all about you, Leo. This is all about stepping away from BS, and these are people around you that are not allowing you to consider your higher being, your higher purpose, and not be taken by it, but also not be driven by these tendencies to do the most for others while forgetting your time for yourself. You might be even overworking. You might be putting in too much time at work, like your boss likely sees. So like, maybe I just need to tell you, like, your boss notices like that you're overdoing it and you're overworking. Your partner is like, hey, maybe we can't take another partner on. Maybe your poly relationship becomes just open for the meanwhile, as you take care of you, as you come to self-mastery, and then as you let go, as you give in to the higher beings, because when the Chariot is here, it's like the higher beings that you work with, the God is like, hey, we're going this way and it's going to take us a while. Leo, are you ready? Why are you doing that for that person over there? That person over there is using things, overusing, over accusing, overdoing, and you're like, this is a defeat. And Leo, you maybe already walked away. And that is the defeat. Therein lies the defeat. You're scattered in terms of like your will, your direction, right? It's like, damn, this person was not the person I thought they were. But it is all about defining that clarity, what that means, right? What that means to now see the realization. What is the realization? Staying true to oneself, right? Sometimes too many ideas look great, and then we come to find that in due time, like, and I think that's what I was telling you, like my 30 year, like I tell a lot of my friends, like I see the longer timelines, and like, so maybe for me, my youth didn't really make much sense because nothing like had been stayed for that long. Like I was like 21, and like, why did I even want to be an astrologer? Like even when I was like in my 30s, I didn't give a F about like no moon. Like even though I knew like it was the full moon, I was like, I don't give a F about no moon. Like I've only lived on Earth for like 30 years. And though I see that I am judgmental towards younger people for that reason, because I'm like, you haven't lived. I do now honor, like I've checked myself and I'm like, there are some young folks that need to go back and sit down. And then there are some young folks that I can learn a lot from. Okay? Especially the Capricorns in my life. Some of them. Y'all, what's good, eh? What's good? Okay, wait. Taurus, we got Taurus up in her. Yeah, I think I know a sun in Taurus with a Leo rising. What's good, eh? Hit the like button. Don't hide too much. Okay. Yeah, you have the architect, okay? But the architect has to get through the disillusionment. Like, hey, like, you can relax. This is about you. This is about eating good. This is about feeling good. This is about first, like, coming to you. Oh yeah, like the divine union stuff, the divine soulmate stuff, like all of that's like peachy keen, and like, but like, no, it's all about you. It's like, set up your own boundaries, because that's what the divine union is about. Like, divine union is not concerned with others. It doesn't matter how many lovers you have. This is divine union. This is the divine union you're seeking, and this is all independent. This is all realization of your own divinity. This is working with God, and then God asserting themselves in you, not as to define you as a master, but to define you as the, like, you're the warrior, you're the leader in your own, like, journey. And like, who else is who your master is above you? The God, like God, not your lover, not main, and not lover number 1, and not lover girl number 2, and lover boy number 3. And like, you know, all of a sudden it goes back to that message. Like, I don't know who it was. It was like, I forget. It must have been Scorpio. Like, you know, you want all 5 lovers, but like, what about you? What about how much God takes up in your life? And it's coming to that realization, like, whoa, like, I don't have much space right now, because God has reserved a lot of space in my life right now. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. In my life right now, God has reserved all of this space. So right now, God is not going to allow much in. And they're maybe going to even promote the idealism that you projected onto the people, whether it's your friends and you could feel too, like, they are like, all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, they're showing me. They're like, I felt like I had it under control. I felt like I knew what I was doing. I felt like I had this relationship under control. And it's in that moment that you realize, like, when others are involved, don't forget, like, their self-mastery, and then their release, and letting go of mastery, and then never supposing that you are the master. Like, God is driving, but then God also gives you these moments in time when it's like, now you drive. Shut up and drive, baby. All of that's within you, Leo. What's up? Okay. You learning about the body, you learning about, like, what you intake, whether it's food, substances, the defeat that it leaves you in, maybe the drama that it causes around your life. This could be like a costly settlement, y'all. I have to read the book. Hello, where's my booklet? I may have to go get it. Why would my little booklet go away like that? I'll be right back. I'm sorry, it was right here. It's the little one, so it's like smashed in. You know, like, you might feel small right now, but like, we're picking you back up. I got you, okay? Escape from danger. Good. You've put down what isn't working, and remember, it may feel constricting, but the 5 is a Jupiter number in the Egyptian Tarot. So it's in this release that you're going to receive space. And maybe that's what is forgotten, is the space that you require, that God is asking you to hold for everything that's about to come in. Health, money, wealth, abundance, or just like that rush of like spiritual wisdom, worth, feeling worthy once again, because you're actually doing the work and you're applying like knowledge and wisdom. And even though it's been tough, and even though you may have involved yourself with a bunch of like silly, you know, whatever, it's like now you're that intelligent to stop and be like, and then wonder, and then ask yourself, and then now acknowledge the gift that you have of transmutation, alchemy, wisdom, application of wisdom. Okay, moving with God. Now move with God. Now don't stay there. Don't stay stuck. The 8s are Capricorn. Okay, that's good. That's truth. It's the extravagance. It's self-sacrifice. So you maybe thought you were gaining a lot, but you lost your balance. Okay, come back to balance. Come back to balance, divine child of God. Which one should I read you? The Chariot, or we've read? Oh, sorry. Let's see. We've read balance before. The balance, and then we have, oh, this is the Enchantress, okay? Fortitude, power, spiritual power, okay? This is what I mean. It's all spiritual, baby. For power, one must believe in one's ability, okay? I'm here to tell you, advance with faith, child of God, okay? And then I have the Conqueror is victory, right? The Chariot in the spiritual world is the septenary dominion of spirit over matter. You are led by divine, and now it's honoring that, being led by it, and then arriving at it. It is just like a meditation. It's like a release, or it could be a ritual for you. It could be, like giving something up. And maybe you've already given it up, but it's like really honor, create a ritual, write it down, or tell people about it, tell people what you've been through. Even though you may fall off the wagon, right? We have the Chariot. It's like, get right back on, okay? Get right back on, talk about it. Be about it, okay? Talk it out. So, intellectual world is sacerdocy and the empire. I'm gonna have to look sacerdocy up, because that just is like, what the hell am I saying? A sacerdote, is that just like a high priest, right? You want to be like the high priest, right? How many miles high are you now? Okay. Fallible, limited, okay? Relative justice in the physical world, it comes from you, okay? Only you are your own obstacle, okay? Remember then, son of earth, that to be victorious over thyself and dominate obstacles is but a part of the human task, okay? To accomplish it entirely, thou must establish equilibrium between the forces that thou hast brought into play. All action produces reaction. The will should foresee the shock of the opposite forces in order to temper or annul them. If the balance should appear in the prophetic signs of your horoscope, Leo, it signifies that the future is balanced between good and evil, and warns that an unbalanced mind is like an abortive sun, okay? Okay, one sacred symbols oracle. Thank you, Leo. How far are we into this? No way. Okay. Card number 20, which is judgment, right? And then, ta-da! Here are your fae. Here are your here's your group of fine divine folk, okay? Oh yeah, I want to do past, present, future. This is the Cosmic Tarot from the Germanic artist Norbert Losch. the Star in Judgment, card number 18 and Major Arcana 18, Major Arcana. Look, you have 8 of Cups. Okay, good. Walk away from that mess. You're likely overdoing it with certain things. And this is going to be a lifestyle change, but you are gaining a lot of clarity, okay? I mean, you could have already declared that, and now it will make sense to you. It wasn't just out of vanity, right? It wasn't just to, like... It's not just for looks, Leo. This is for a lot. Okay. Here we have Aquarius, the Star. Okay, you might also be non-heteronormative. I'm like non-heteronormative. All the other labels, right? Like you're not. Maybe this is also like you're coming out, right? Like in you feeling better in your body. And it doesn't mean like coming out to like declare a preference of some sort of intimate partner, but it's like just like you coming out of like the depression, right? The idealism, idolizing a lifestyle, idealizing a partner that drove you to become a part of a lifestyle, and you're like, I don't even care about it. Future influences, please. Future influences. Wow. Okay, so it seems like you will be tempted once again. But you've declared that you've walked away, so don't let the fears hold you back. Look, because we have the Chariot once again in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So this could be just like maybe, do you fear a celebration? Do you fear like that a court date is coming up, or that there is like you have to keep giving things up. You can't be relying on your vices anymore. Is this what that means? 8 of Cups, Saturn in Pisces. Okay, just be cautious of the energy right now that you may be like, you know, you can email me. I'm here. You can email me, okay? I still have to get back to Muhammad. I'm sorry. But like I'm Muhammad, I'm gonna get a reading. But like I'm here. If this is what you're going through, Leo, email me. I'm your email friend, okay? I just want you to. I don't want you to have fear, and I don't want the fear to drive you back to those, okay? To those vices. And even if you fall off, like we just gotta get you back on, baby. All right. It's okay. No, like, is there something you don't want to let go of? Is there something you don't want to let go of? And you know you're not trapped. You know no one is trapped. Did you feel like you were trapped? Did you tell someone to go away because you thought that you were trapped? Did you idolize something? Did you idealize a particular facet of a relationship? Or did you think that something would go a particular way, but it actually means like, no, both parties must evolve. And that's what I've learned in all my years of being a participant in relationships, especially with, I don't know if I want to say this, but like with my ex part, like we divorced, and like a lot of people are maybe like, they're like, wow, I don't see you separate. Like, I don't see that. Like there maybe was disbelief, and it wasn't more, I asserted myself more apart from my ex and from the ex marriage and the divorce. When I started talking, when I started doing, like, putting this work, my passion work out, because as a designer, as a web designer, like I'm like at home, like right here, like, you know, all day, all night. And when I'm a YouTube tarot reader, it's like more people, even if they only watch me for like a minute, it's like more people get to hear me talk about like not work. They get to hear me talk about everything. So a lot of the choices, maybe what you want to admit is like a lot of the choices are actual illusions. Usually when we feel, right, like that we have so much at our disposal, it's like God's like, just kidding. No, you don't. When you treat others as like, you know, when you judge others by how well they are able to meet your ideal version of humanity or a human being, which is very much Eight of Cups, like this is humans being humans. This is humanity causing you like fear. Like, is the society causing you fear? Like, perhaps it's best not to idealize the world out there, and it's to come in to a truth, right? Justice, justice, justice. Yes, it's involved in leaving what causes fear. How first determine what causes fear. Assert yourself. You're not stayed. You're not stuck there. Come on now, Emperor. You feeling better now that I'm talking to you? You could very well have Aries. You could very well be affected by a lot of the Mars in Aries and Mars retrograde in Cancer and Eris in Aries. Like the divine masculine is now there. We have to not only lean into divine feminine, but there's a reason why divine feminine came in and cleared away a lot and showed you a lot of the illusions, because now divine feminine asserts the divine masculine into planning. Hey man, hey, the divine masculine within you, within all of us, no matter our gender, the divine masculine within us is like, yo, we got to get out. We got to plan. We got to go. We got to exit this lane. Don't stay in this lane. This is not the highway. This is not your highway. This is not even about who the highway belongs to, but it's just like, don't, you're not on that highway. You're over here. You're arriving at a destination, Leo. There's no more shut up and drive. There's like, stop the drive. Stop going. Wow. Okay, cool. Sun in Aries, lots of Aries. Okay, I love it. Just, where do you stand now? Okay, can we check in? Yeah, okay. Yes, your Venus in Scorpio, very much what you thought you wanted. It just kind of turns out, no, you don't want that. Okay, lots of patience needed right now. I suppose that this also turns out in reverse, because yes, you are now starting to see the longer planning that you must do, and the type of action that you're taking is for the longer haul, the longer vision. Okay, this is more, it's like that adult moment, like, okay, I'm not just planning out one semester. I'm not just planning out like my summer. I'm planning out the next 2 years, and what does that mean for the next 5 years? And then we're entering a new Venus cycle, so like a lot of things you thought you wanted, like God is really asking you, like, do you want this? Like, do you want this relationship especially? And a lot of people, after the 7-year itch, you know, the 8 years roll around, it's like, nope, we're done. Oh. Okay, yeah, like you feel bad. Forgiveness, a lot of it is like, didn't we say self-esteem issues? Okay, not clearly seeing people, falling off the pedestal. Okay, aiming too high, reversals of fortune, self-pity. But you're no longer in that zone. This is what that tells me, is like you're now integrating a self-forgiveness. Gratitude, okay, gratitude practices. Also divinity, working with the flame, working with your internal flame. Is it a fire? Is it an internal forest fire? Okay. Because I'm here, Smokey the Mile High Priest Bear. The skinny bear. Look around you. What is this stress? Is it even you, Leo? Sun and Gemini, right? Who is it? Who around you is lying? Who's lying? Who's a liar? Who's a backstabber? They are, right? Was it me? No, it wasn't me. It was them. Wow. Get you some rest, okay? The rest is your recovery from what didn't turn out very well, okay? Then your focus definitely shifts. Your mind sharpens. You gain clarity. You start to move with the mind starts to connect with the body. First, oh my gosh, I love this 4 of Swords. I'm so sorry. I know it's just 4 swords. But it's Jupiter and Libra, baby. Like, you have to leave the bad vibes, the bad folks, the bad vices, the bad hot and cold, the bad false starts, the bad behaviors, okay? It's kind of left you beat up. It's kind of left you defeated. And the 4 of Swords is like, yeah, you could, if you had a loss, you could have had to pay. You're like, damn, I had to pay. You have to recover, okay? Not only financially, you have to recover physically, like rest. May I invite you to assert a more consistency with rest, okay? Wow, love it. Archangel Michael, okay? Very much speaking. For you, it's about speaking. A lot about speaking, okay? And maybe it's just portraying what you've been through. Wow, Moon in Libra. Follow you, okay? Yeah, maybe God led you here. And it feels like, where am I? Okay, you're here. You have arrived. I'll ding the 4032 hertz Jacob's ladder. Or I'm sorry, 4096. Too many numbers. Thank you so much, Leo. I honor you. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you made it all the way. Leave me a comment. Email me if you want to chat. Okay, talk soon, okay?